obviously just got. Well, we just watched the Karate Kid Legends. What are your first thoughts on the film?
Initially, I'm just gonna say I really enjoyed this movie.
Yeah.
I had a fun time. It was very entertaining. The plot was similar to, I guess, every other Karate Kid movie.
Yeah, but I guess we were expecting that.
Yeah.
But overall, I'm gonna say I really enjoyed it.
I really enjoyed it too. Yeah.
Especially it felt really nostalgic, and it felt like just like coming of a new era.
Yeah.
I feel
it's like Karate Kid for the new generation.
Definitely,
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking as well. I feel like we had our Karate Kid,
Yeah.
which is obviously Jaden Smith,
Yeah.
previous generation.
Yeah, our
Obviously had-
parents had Ralph Macho.
Yeah, so I feel like this is like for the, you
Yeah.
know what I mean, and I'm just excited for them
Yeah,
on their part.
exactly. Yeah.
Another thing that I was excited to see, just seeing Jackie Chan,
Yeah.
Ralph Macchio,
Yeah.
all of them on camera together.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil anything, but at the end
Yeah.
there's
It's
a cameo.
heartfelt moment.
There's a no.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
talking
You
about
did
the
the
camera.
cameo.
I
Okay.
don't want to say who,
Okay. Yeah.
but yeah, that for me was like, young throwback. But yeah, no. Overall, I really like this film.
Same. Yeah. I mean, action packed. For me, one of my biggest issues of the film was how quick it was. I feel like the editing was so
I would
fast.
disagree because I feel
Okay.
like that's why I liked it.
Okay.
Because I feel like, okay, just skip all the
Yeah.
nonsense. Wasn't monotonous at all. Didn't feel redundant.
Yeah.
Just skip to all the straight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what I actually liked about this whole film.
Okay. I feel like I wish we could have seen more of the father, the restaurant owner,
Yeah.
because I feel like after his fight, not to spoil anything, we kind of just don't see him for the rest of the film.
True.
Yeah.
And I feel like they sort of built it up for
Yeah.
him to be the main or one of
Yeah.
the main characters of the film.
Yeah.
Um,
The daughter as well. I mean, she
Yeah,
was barely in that second half of the film.
no, definitely. But overall, though, talking about Jackie Chan, I do want to say it was kind of sad seeing him being this old.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we grew up watching this man in
Watching
Rush
these
Hour,
films,
watching him in all these crazy
Yeah.
kung fu karate movies, and he's
Mhm.
just like that crazy young
Yeah.
acrobatic person, and
I mean, he
He's
still
kinda
has the
moving old.
moves. He still has the moves.
he still has the moves, but he's more like a grandpa.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, Jackie Chan he's not as young as he was. You know.
Yeah, but still great though.
Yeah,
Still a
still
legend.
great.
I think one of the biggest legends. Talking about him being a legend, what would you, if you had to rate his movies, or just give me your 4 of his best movies in your
Four of his
opinion?
best movies. Look, Rush Hour, iconic. You can't beat Rush Hour.
I'll say Rush Hour 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, I mean, all 3 films are amazing, and I can't wait for the 4th one. Genuinely, I think, especially that dynamic with him and Chris Tucker.
Oh, I think
there's-
one of the best power duos
yeah,
in cinema.
easily. And I mean, I'm a big fan of the Karate Kid with him and Jaden Smith. Like
Definitely.
for me, I grew up watching that film, and I would watch it over and over and over again. And yeah, I think Jaden Smith. Not to spoil anything, but you know, Jaden Smith. I mean, he may or may not be in this film. I don't want to spoil anything.
You'll have to see.
Yeah, go to the cinema, see for yourself. But yeah, I grew up with that movie, so Rush Hour 1 to 3, and then Karate Kid. What
think
else
so?
can I say? What else can I say?
Yeah, no. I would have to agree with you on that one. And then talking about his best films, right? You obviously mentioned Karate Kid,
Yeah,
or the previous one with Jaden Smith.
Yeah.
What's your now that you've seen all 3?
yeah.
What's your favorite Karate Kid?
Look, Ralph Macho is always going to be iconic.
You think so?
Yeah, I remember my father showing me these films
Yeah.
when I was a kid.
He did different.
Yeah,
He did different. Who else agrees?
And yeah, I mean, Jaden Smith, to me, I think it's growing up and then kind of, in a way, as odd as it sounds, seeing yourself in Jaden Smith in that character, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and just wanting to beat that.
Yeah.
We all
You
know
know
what
what
I'm
I
speaking
mean?
about.
Yeah. And I think his performance in that film also, like, those scenes where he's like, getting beat up or so, like you really feel for his character,
Yeah.
maybe more so than this character.
No, definitely, Anna. But I think that also, obviously, we know
Yeah.
Will Smith had a big part in that film.
Yeah.
He was one of the main producers.
Mm.
So I think that also had to do part of him doing so brilliantly with
Yeah.
that character.
Mm.
I don't know. I just didn't, like you said, I
Yeah.
didn't feel as much coming from this guy.
Yeah.
I think he did
I
a
think
good
he
job,
did a good job,
but like
definitely. Yeah.
it was different.
For a newcomer, yeah, I think he did a great job, but I feel like a lot of the emotion wasn't there. Even though this film did bring out quite a bit of emotion for me personally, I don't think that main character had
Being
as
our
much.
old traumas from high school, getting beat up in the schoolyard.
Yeah, memories of black eyes.
Man started
This guy
tearing
used to
up.
beat me up actually. No, yeah, just I mean,
Rooms for rooms kids out there.
no, just overall, I think the film was very poignant and uh, yeah, it had its moments of yeah,
Moments of what? Let it out. No, I think I get you. Look, for me, like I said, I would definitely recommend it. I think it was a fun film,
yeah,
really exciting. Everyone just seemed happy watching this movie. I think it just brought back
Yeah.
so many
yeah,
memories.
and I love the New York street style kung fu.
Definitely, I think like obviously the previous one took
Yeah.
place in China.
Yeah,
This one, I feel like it's same plot,
yeah.
but just
The
with
plot is near identical.
Yeah.
There's not many changes.
yeah, it's just the roles are
yeah,
sort of
yeah,
reversed.
which
or,
I thought was fun also. That's
yeah,
a
I know.
fun-
I think it was
fun
like a new
addition.
take on it.
Yeah, and I saw people saying on the internet that Jackie Chan and Ralph Macchio don't have such a big role in this film, but I would disagree.
I would
think
disagree,
they had
yeah.
a very big
And
role
I
in this
think-
film.
I think that the way they created that dynamic between
Yeah.
the two of them, I think they executed
Yeah,
that
yeah.
to perfection.
I have no complaints really.
No, definitely,
Like-
because I think for me, I was skeptical about that. Just
Yeah.
about that whole dynamic, I was like, who's gonna be
Yeah.
sort of the father figure? But I
Yeah.
think they did a brilliant job.
Definitely.
It didn't feel like the one overshadowed or
Yeah.
overpowered
No,
the
not
other
at
one.
all. And look, the plot is basic. It's something you've seen before.
Yeah,
Not only in these Karate Kid films, but in so many films. It's
Yeah.
very formulaic. But at the end of the day, it was a fun film, and I had a
Definitely.
good time. And I would definitely watch this film again. I
definitely.
can
If
see myself watching this again.
I'm definitely showing this to my
Yeah.
future children.
Yeah.
Put it like that.
Definitely.
But overall, to
They're
wrap it
gonna
up.
have to sit there and watch all 5 Karate Kid movies.
But yeah, like I said, overall, to wrap it up,
Yeah.
what's your rating this?
Solid 7.
7.
Yeah.
I'm comfortable with that. I would give
Yeah.
it a 7 as well, which is, I think, is pretty good. Yeah.
But yeah, I enjoyed it, and let us know what you guys think as well.